Hello fellas, this is Planners from Appetite for Destruction, and thank you for joining us for another episode. Our story begins when I took a fleet through a wormhole, and I don't recall the exact composition of our fleet, but it was something like the 7 or 8 Tech 1 cruisers with some frigates, shield, and we found a Proteus on a gate. He had jumped into us, we tackled it, tried to gank it, and Sino went up. So these fellows decided to hot drop 4 carriers and Rattlesnake and a Vagabond onto our cruiser gang of 7 or 8 fellas. There was really nothing we could do at the time, so well, we just went back home and gave it a couple hours. After some time, other A4D fellas took a gang to the wormhole again, and they found something strange. They found this Nathan fella on the rattlesnake, and he was still in a rattlesnake, on a gate surrounded by bubbles, but off the gate, like 20k off the gate. And of course they found this was a bit too strange. They already knew that we had been hot dropped, they reported it on Corp comms, and we started to round up something. Of course, the fleet we formed up seems a bit overkill for a single rattlesnake, but we had no idea what they were gonna bring, and we really thought it was a Sinobite. Again, on if the problem is not what you see, is what you don't see. In order to avoid scaring this fellow with all of our fleet, I decided to bring a bait Demos and tackle him. And surely enough, he lights up a Sino and brings in a Nidhogger, the Minotaur carrier, and another Rattlesnake. We can easily take on these fellas, but we need to avoid scaring them. In order to avoid scaring them, I jump in a detachment of 2 or 3 hacks, and only after grabbing points with the small detachments I will call in the rest of the fleet.
And can somebody go for Nathan?
Still landing.
Everybody jump. Everybody jump.
Best warp 2.
I need a secondary point on Brett.
Is that warp 2?
User
I need
joined
a
your
secondary point on
channel.
Brett. Warp with RTB.
If you need broadcast, keep spamming
User
them for
joined
us.
your channel.
Who's primary for DPS?
Primary for DPS is going to be Brett. Shit, I'm really gonna need reps.
Yep, keep broadcasting, keep spamming that broadcast button, because we can't get into a hit grid.
Shit.
Coming.
I'm gonna go down. Yes, but I'm gonna go down here.
Well, I'm about to land if you know.
Who's stand the warp?
10 seconds.
Yeah, too late. Okay, keep calling.
Who's landing? We need a warp in. Say it now.
Scram Brad.
Zen.
Well, things are not really going my way personally because I ended up dying in the process, but at least we managed to get all of our targets tackled, so I hope it counts for something.
Zen, call it for 2 seconds. Armageddon's in warp.
Nathan primary, secondary.
Good
is
jamming,
Brat.
ship landing.
Get a point on Brat and call it. Scram on Brat.
I have a Brad. I have a point of Brad.
Cool.
I'm still
Primary-
neutered actually. I don't. They're both neuting.
Scram on Brad.
Primary
Falcon
Nathan.
lane.
So, okay, I was FCing this fleet and I died, but that is really not a problem. Zen Horizon in this case took over, and he is calling targets and calling the shots right now.
Okay, Proteus, lock it up. Primary Nathan. Everything on Nathan. We got to get rid of one of these guys.
Let's get all the newts on the Falcon when we land.
Yep.
Just take him out of the fight.
Jamming rattlesnakes. Jamming rattlesnakes. I'll try jam carrier.
Everything on Nathan, guys. Keep a.
One
screw
rattlesnake
on
is
Brat.
jammed. Nathan's jammed.
Another Sino, Jesus fucking hell. Start aligning out.
Everybody aligned to the sun.
As you can probably realize from my tone of voice, I'm a bit pissed that I lost a hack on one of my tunes, and when the signal goes up, another camera jumps in, and this is really not good news. We can still manage it, but chimeras tend to have shield transfers, and well, we're killing a shield rattlesnake with a massive tank, so we don't really want him to get trapped.
We need to jam the Chimera.
Nid is jammed. Second Nid.
Reps are
Rattlesnake's
holding.
going down.
Rattlesnake's about to be down.
Overload if you can.
Overload.
Overload if you can on the rattle.
Overload Nate.
Get a point on him, get a point on him.
Brett.
Got a point on him.
Points.
Scram on Brett.
Trying to jam Chimera.
Yep, keep working those jams, man.
Primary jams on the Chimera, yeah. And second one is going to be the other rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake's getting reps.
He's still going. Fuck, he's getting armor reps now.
I lost the jam on Nid.
But keep
Probably need to
trying.
bail. Fucking hell.
I can't bail, I'm scrambling webbed and everything, dear.
Burn out way if you can.
I can't, there's a fucking process on top of me.
Chimera's jammed. Chimera's jammed.
Just keep on Nathan.
Yeah, we can
Keep
find
on
that
Overheat,
rattlesnake.
overheat.
Keep on Nathan.
Don't burn the guns, don't burn the guns.
Nid's not jammed, but Chimera's jammed.
We got
There
this,
goes, there
guys.
goes, there goes.
Primary brat.
Once the first rattlesnake went down, we started to focus on the second one, and the second one is going down really fast, to our surprise, and also our jams are focusing on the Chimera. The Armageddons right now are starting to work their nudes onto the carriers, onto the Chimera mostly. With 3 carriers on the field, the coordination on who to nude was a bit hard at this point, really.
I got the Proteus tackled, let's take him out.
Second I do Proteus. You heard the man.
Nice.
Scram Proteus.
Okay, keep broadcasting those reps, guys.
No carriers jammed right now. All carriers are relocking.
Alright, overload if you can. Start getting points on the NID, guys. Call a scram on the NID.
Both Nids and Chimera jammed. All the carriers are jammed at the moment.
Copy. Overload on the Proteus if you can. Don't burn out your guns. Everything on the
Uri's
Proteus,
not.
guys.
Uri not jammed.
It's okay. They'll skip their reps. Just keep it going.
Scram on Taro.
We reached at a point that is pretty rare on EVE and actually a bit annoying. We reached a stalemate. We could not break their tank, they could not break our tank. So nobody was killing nobody, nothing was dying, and that is just plain bad. In order for this fight to evolve, it was needed a change, something needed to change, and on our behalf we tried to bring some backup from home system.
Guys, you got plenty of backup ready to come. We don't know where to go and we can't get in fleet.
KQ. Form a new fleet. KQ wormhole to Esoteria.
As you've heard my corpmates say, going through wormholes has its disadvantages. Even with corp bookmarks up, it's just sometimes difficult to know what is the entry, where is the exit, and on the other hand, cynofields bring backup really fast. As you can see, these fellas just brought in 2 extra Thanatos to the fray.
They're just bringing more and more, guys. Stay on the Proteus, everything. Overload if you can.
Proteus.
Running out of cap booster.
Okay, he's gonna
Fuck,
shoot
yeah.
it now.
We're not gonna break it.
It's getting shit.
Can return. They have signals up. Align someplace.
Align to the sun.
Where we line?
Align to the sun.
They managed to get backup faster than us, and being capital ships, we just could not afford to break them, or break their tanks, or jam them enough, or nuke them enough, so we just had to slow boat away from them, and eventually warp off. One of the rattlesnakes was actually faction fitted, worth around 2 bill. The other one was just plain Tech 2, the one that melted. So it was almost as expensive as a capital ship. Um, we got some payback for the initial hot drop on the startup gang with like the 6 or 7 Tech 1 cruisers. I also got payback for my demos that kind of died on the initial tackle. And this fight was overall not a typical A4D fight. It's very, very rare for us to engage capital ships or even to find them. So it was actually different from the majority of the fights we tend to have near Curse. And well, we hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.
Hey, this is Maximus with Appetite for Destruction. This video that I have here is of an assault frigate roam that we took out back in February. We jumped through a wormhole, roamed around a little bit before our scout found us a fleet right on the 319 gate in DTAC 3. Our fleet was composed of Harpies along with a couple of Enyos, a Jaguar, a Saber, and then 3 sites. The Get Off My Lawn fleet had Harpies with a little bit of Logi. I think this fight is a good example of how Logi plays a key role in winning an engagement. I think that our Logi combined with our DPS and mobility really monopolized the fight. I think with these Harpies being both afterburner and rail fit, they just weren't able to apply the DPS that they needed to, and they also weren't able to keep range. So take a look.
Jump, jump.
You want
Jump, jump. Yes, yes, yes. Bup in a Crusader. No. Sweet Remembrance and a Harpy is primary.
Broadcast whenever you see me in local, guys.
Freshman's gonna need reps immediately.
Roger.
Point on sweet.
Okay. Overheat your reps when you get it.
Yeah, I
Overheat
got
reps on fresh.
I got you. I'm overheating
Nice.
like a son bitch.
Who's gonna be next?
Go take out their burst.
Next is, yeah, David in the burst. David in the burst, overheat.
Got sights on field.
Take out the scythe, yes please.
Scram on the burst.
Going for the site.
Focus on the burst. Get a scram
Burst down.
on the scythe if you can. Okay, scythe's your primary. Jedi. They're spreading damage, so Logi
Never
keep an
convicted
eye.
needs reps.
Logi keep an eye. Point on the
Grand
scythe. Scythe's
gonna-
web.
I'm gonna point Sarah.
Astro.
Yeah, Sarah's
Rep,
secondary.
never convicted.
Sarah's pointed.
Astro overheat your reps on it.
Site
if you
going
need.
down.
Scythe's dead. Sarah is secondary. Sarah is primary.
Get some more harpies. Point them.
You guys are getting our
Spread points, guys. Spread points, guys.
Where y'all at?
I have Sarah locked down.
Sarah is pointed. Sarah's locked down. Somebody get somebody else.
Point. Drenek.
Fresh meat's gonna be reps.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to.
No
I'm gonna go
sped's
for-
pointed.
I'm gonna go for orangutan then.
No sped is secondary.
I'm going for
No sped
orangutan
is
also.
primary. No sped is your primary.
I got orangutan. Go for someone else.
Somebody point up Jiri Kenny. Point Jiri Kenny. Orangutan is secondary.
He's pointed.
Orangutan is going to be primary when no sped goes down.
Max.
Con pointed. Con pointed.
Orangutan primary.
Rep Max.
Orangutan's your primary.
Got a point on Jerry.
Point everybody else.
Point
They're
Baker.
relatively close.
Max, watch it. You're getting out of my ring. Okay, I got you.
Stay with me, yeah.
Never convicting these reps. Astro.
Everybody,
go.
everybody on orangutan. Everybody on orangutan.
They're all
If you
on
have
you.
to,
Never-
Thank you, Bo.
I had you locked, but I got out of range. So.
Con is pointed.
con is
pointed.
primary. Con is primary. Somebody get a point on Kuroda. Somebody go out and get a point on Kuroda.
Point
We need a
Kuroda.
scram on Con.
Point Kuroda.
Maybe he's afterburner fit. Con is your primary.
Scram on him.
Point on Jerry.
Jerry is secondary.
Anybody got Kuroda?
Con is primary. Everybody on Con.
I got a point on Kuroda. I got a long point.
I have a point on Jerry.
Y'all
Jerry's
getting
prime.
spread out. You're spreading our logic apart.
Yeah, I'm too far.
It's alright, they're dead. Just burn toward us if you can.
Yeah, try to
Primary is Jerry. Keep a point on Kuroda. Drake on the field.
I got a scram on Kuroda.
Somebody overheat to the Drake. Overheat to the Drake. One person, fast as shit. Go, go, go.
I got him. Drake's
Okay.
on.
That Drake is.
Damn.
I was down there,
Jerry's your
but
primary.
he was right on gate. Just wasn't
Somebody
aggressing
keep a
me.
point on Kuroda. He's burning away.
I got Kuroda.
Okay. Let's melt Jerry, whoever's on him. Keep on him. Okay, Kuroda. Go ahead and shoot him from range if you're too far just to whore on it. Good fight, guys.
Great fight.
Yeah, nice.
One of these guys wants to know where we live. Should I tell him?
Yeah,
Hell
tell
yeah.
them. They should know. We've killed them enough.